Welcome back to Virginia This Morning, live right here on CBS 6. This is the year of the United States Census and the presidential election. And one national sorority is passionate about getting the public ready for the elections, including passing along information on absentee voting. They recently shared all the details with Andreas.
We are officially in an election season, and now more than ever, it is important but also necessary for every American to vote. Today, we're joined by Dr. Roberta Walker and Ms. Vanessa Johnson, members of Alpha Kappa Alpha Sorority Incorporated and their Metro RVA Connection Collective, who are joining us by Zoom to prepare us for the polls. Hello, ladies, and thank you for joining us.
Good morning.
Good morning, Andrews. Thank you for having us.
My pleasure. Thank you. I am so excited about this interview as a member of Alpha Kappa Alpha Sorority Incorporated myself. It is exciting to see so many chapters and community organizations gathering together for this Get Out the Vote initiative. So tell us about the initiative, Dr. Walker.
Well, the Get Out the Vote initiative is our key voter registration activity this year. We generally carry out voter registration together. We're working together to make sure that we're getting out the word, getting everyone involved. We're not able to go into the community this year because of COVID-19. However, we are virtually participating to make sure that we're having persons understand their need to register, to check, to make sure that their registration is updated, and for those who have those things in place to get them to help us to get out the word. We're working with churches, other organizations, other Greek organizations, other social organizations, sending out the media blasts, sending out emails, form letters that they can send to persons in their churches, their coworkers, their students, those that are in the ranks with them as they protest. But we're just hoping to get as many people as possible to help us to get out the vote.
It sounds like a robust initiative with lots of people involved in the process, which is so key. And we've been hearing about the 2020 census. We've been hearing about opportunities to register for absentee voting and how all of this is affected by the different measures of social distancing that we're seeing. So, Ms. Johnson, if you can tell us a little bit more about the ways that we can get involved in the 2020 census and the deadlines we need to be keeping in mind.
Yes, indeed. And so as we know, the census, it matters to us because our numbers matter, because the numbers equal the dollars that are for our communities, to building infrastructure, to ensuring that the services for our communities are being appropriated efficiently. And so therefore, the deadline for the census, it now has been extended so that we could capture more community members and households. That deadline now is October 31st. Now for the June 23rd primary that is coming up, where we will vote in congressional officers, that deadline is June 16th, Tuesday, June 16th. So we need everyone to get on board and get registered to vote, as well as ensuring, like Dr. Walker stated, ensuring that your voter registration is active. That's very important. At this time, we want to ensure that everyone is an active voter. We want to ensure that everyone's information is updated. So therefore, we want to make sure that everyone has access and can use the online vote.org online link to get registered.
Fantastic. And that's so important as we think about making sure our information is truly updated. You may have moved, you may have been redistricted. So we need to make sure that when you get to the polls, you don't have any issues, or when you send in your information, your absentee vote, that it does count. Now, we also want to make sure that people know exactly how to get involved with the Get Out the Vote program. So Dr. Walker, tell us about that and how we can make sure we are involved and heard.
Yes, indeed. We want to make sure that we have everyone empowered to get out, to stand up, to be counted, and to vote. So there are things that you can do to help us, those in the community. For our Get Out the Vote blast, the media blast, we will be providing for you a QR code. And you can hover your phone right over the code. That takes you to a portal, which allows you to go ahead and to register to vote. Now, if you've already registered to vote and everything's straight with that, we ask that you take a picture of that QR code. Share that QR code with your family members, with your friends, those who are marching beside you. We also have those form letters that we spoke of before. You can contact us. The contact information will be provided. We will email to you those form letters that you can send out to others. You can, if you wish to change the name on it to your name, that's wonderful. We don't mind that. But to make sure that others are passing the information around and circulating it. We want this to go viral. We want to make sure that everyone who is 18 or more is ready when voting comes around. We're also going to make sure that we are providing for you our email addresses, our phone numbers if you have any questions, as well as further information from the Virginia Department of Elections, the State Board of Elections, information on restorative rights. We have multiple numbers that we're providing for different languages if you need help. If you run into any trouble at the polls, there are numbers that you can call for the protection, for election protection. So we want everyone to have a safe voting experience.
That is truly wonderful. And thank you for all of the resources that you mentioned. We're going to be making sure that we post that information on our website to share with all of our community so everyone can truly get involved. Thank you so much for being with us once again.
Thank you.
Thank you.
For those of you in need of additional information to assist you in updating your information or reconfirming that you are truly registered to vote, we'll be posting information on our website, WTVR.com/VTM. In the meantime, Virginia This Morning returns after this quick break.